Switzerland is filled with famous and iconic landmarks that see millions of visitors every day. And while those are definitely worth visiting, you may be looking for some hidden gems in this incredible country that are equally worth exploring, but may not be as crowded or obvious as the others. In today's video, we give you our top picks of the 10 best hidden gems in Switzerland. Beneath the sunny vineyards of Valais lies a secret world most travelers never imagine. The St. Leonard Underground Lake is Europe's largest subterranean lake, stretching nearly 300 meters. Here, visitors glide through crystal-clear waters on small boats, guided only by soft light bouncing off limestone walls. The silence is broken only by the drip of water and gentle oars, creating an atmosphere both calming and mysterious. Open from March to November, the lake offers a surreal escape from Switzerland's bustling mountain trails. For centuries, locals whispered about this hidden wonder. Today, anyone can experience it, making this underground journey unforgettable. High above St. Maurice rests a place steeped in myth, the Grotte aux Fées, or Cave of the Fairies. This limestone show cave holds underground chambers that date back to Roman times, where soldiers once sought protection. But the real spectacle is the 77-meter high waterfall crashing deep inside, the tallest underground cascade in the world. The sound of rushing water echoes like distant thunder. Guided tours reveal striking natural formations and eerie corridors, lit in a way that fuels imagination. Legends claim fairies lived here, guarding hidden treasures. Whether myth or not, the cave feels magical, a living story carved in stone. For those who crave peace away from crowded tourist trails, Gürtelechsee offers just that. Hidden above the alpine village of Vals in Graubünden, this remote mountain lake feels untouched by time. Surrounded by towering peaks and meadows alive with wildflowers, it's a scene of pure serenity. The hike leading here connects several pristine lakes, each more beautiful than the last. Many visitors never make it beyond Switzerland's famous destinations, leaving Gürtelechsee quiet and unspoiled. In early mornings, mist curls over the water while cowbells echo in the distance. It's a rewarding journey, especially for hikers seeking raw, untouched alpine beauty. Few expect Switzerland to have its own Grand Canyon, but Cur du Van is just that. This giant rock amphitheater, nearly 1 kilometer wide, was shaped over millions of years by glacial erosion. Standing on its limestone cliffs, you'll see sweeping views across the Jura Mountains. In spring and summer, wildflowers paint the meadows with color, while ibex roam the ridges without fear. Unlike the crowded Matterhorn, Cur du Van remains blissfully uncrowded. The hike to the rim is moderate but rewarding, especially at sunrise when the valley below glows with golden light. It's one of Switzerland's most dramatic landscapes. Blasi feels like it belongs in a fairy tale. Hidden in a quiet forest in the Bernese Oberland, this tiny but dazzling lake glows with an almost otherworldly electric blue color, a result of its glacial origins. Surrounded by thick pine trees, the water is so clear you can see fish swimming below, creating the feeling of a natural aquarium. Visitors often describe the first glimpse as stepping into a dream, with the lake's beauty enhanced by its peaceful surroundings. What makes Blasi even more fascinating is the legend tied to it. Local folklore tells of a young woman who lost her true love and wept endlessly by the lake. Her tears, it's said, turned the water a mystical shade of blue. Whether you believe the story or not, the lake's magical color has a romantic, almost haunting atmosphere that captures hearts instantly. It's a place where myths and nature intertwine. Autumn turns Blasi into something truly unforgettable. The fiery orange and gold leaves reflect on the glowing water, making it a favorite spot for photographers and couples alike. Families come here for the calm boat rides, while others simply sit on benches around the shore, soaking in the stillness. Despite its small size, Blasi delivers an experience far larger than its footprint. It may only take minutes to walk around, but the memory will stay with you for years. In the heart of Appenzell lies Zielpsee, a mountain lake that feels like a reward waiting for those willing to hike the extra mile. Nestled among rolling green hills and jagged peaks, the lake reflects the Alps so perfectly that it looks like a painted postcard. The journey to Zielpsee itself adds to the charm, Whether you walk up through wildflower-strewn meadows or take a gentle hike from Wasserrauen, the experience is a delight. Early mornings are when Sielpsee shows its quietest beauty. The lake surface turns into a mirror, perfectly doubling the surrounding peaks and forests. Fishermen quietly cast their lines while cows graze on the slopes nearby, their bells echoing softly in the distance. It's a scene that feels far removed from the busy resorts that most tourists visit. Here, you get pure Switzerland, untouched, peaceful, and deeply grounding. Sielpsee's charm lies in its simplicity. There are no sprawling hotels or entertainment complexes, just the lake, the mountains, and the people who make the hike. Visitors often bring picnics, spreading blankets on the grassy shores while the water sparkles in the sun. For those willing to stay a little longer, the nearby Alpine Inns serve hearty local meals, making it a perfect day trip that blends nature, culture, and serenity. Sasselmasson, standing proudly near 3,000 meters, is one of Graubünden's most underrated peaks. What makes this mountain special isn't just the view from the top, but also the journey to reach it. Many travelers begin their adventure with the Bernina Express, often called the world's most scenic train ride. The route winds through glaciers, lakes, and mountain passes before dropping passengers near Lago Bianco, where the hike begins. From the lake, a steady one-hour trek leads to Sasselmasson's summit. Along the path, hikers pass through rugged alpine terrain, with wildflowers blooming in summer and snow patches lingering even in late spring. The higher you climb, the more expansive the views become, each step offering a fresh panorama of the Bernina Range. By the time you reach the top, the world feels wide open, with sky and peaks blending together. At the summit, the reward is unmatched. The view stretches across the turquoise Lago Bianco, the mighty Bernina Pass, and endless jagged peaks. Unlike many well-known Swiss summits, Sasselmasson remains off most tourists' maps, ensuring solitude even in high season. It's a place where you can sit in silence, breathe in crisp mountain air, and feel like you've discovered a secret part of the Alps. For mountain lovers, this is a treasure few ever find. Not all hidden gems are wild landscapes. Some are tucked away in Switzerland's towns and villages. Merten is a lakeside town that feels frozen in time. Its medieval walls still stand tall, surrounding cobblestone streets lined with shops and cafes. Walking along the ramparts offers sweeping views of Lake Merten, and on summer evenings, festivals light up the old town with music and tradition. It's a place where history comes alive. Then there's Soglio, a village so charming that the famous painter Giovanni Segantini once called it the gateway to paradise. With stone houses, narrow alleys, and fragrant alpine air, it feels like stepping into another century. The views here are spectacular, with the Bregaglia Valley stretching below and dramatic peaks soaring above. Life moves slower in Soglio, and that's exactly what makes it so enchanting. And of course, there are the Lavaux Vineyards, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where terraced vineyards cascade down steep hillsides toward Lake Geneva. The landscape looks like a painting, with neat rows of vines catching golden sunlight. Visitors can walk the vineyard paths, taste local wines, and enjoy views that blend culture and nature seamlessly. These three places, Merten, Soglio, and Lavaux, prove that Switzerland's hidden gems aren't only in the mountains, but also in its timeless towns and valleys. Finwald, also known as the Bois de Fings, is one of Europe's largest and most untouched pine forests. Covering 1,500 hectares, it's a living reminder of Switzerland's wild past. The Rhone River runs freely through this landscape, carving channels and creating shifting plains. Walking here, you'll feel like you've stepped into a prehistoric world, surrounded by ancient Scots pines and glacial rocks shaped by time. The forest has a unique mix of life. Rare birds nest in the treetops, butterflies drift along sandy clearings, and wild plants bloom in surprising bursts of color. You'll also find evidence of massive rockfalls that shaped the valley thousands of years ago, giving Finwald a rugged and mysterious edge. Few other places in Switzerland hold such a raw, untamed atmosphere. What makes Finwald especially powerful is its silence. Unlike the busy alpine resorts, here you hear nothing but the wind through the trees and the calls of birds overhead. It's not just a forest, but a sanctuary where nature feels whole and untouched. For travelers willing to step off the beaten path, Finnwald offers one of the most authentic and peaceful experiences in Switzerland. Sometimes the most treasured discoveries aren't found in guidebooks, they're shared by locals who know the land best. In Switzerland, these often include hidden valleys, secret waterfalls, and quiet lakes. The Côtes d'Elorbe region, for example, is filled with rolling vineyards and peaceful countryside far from the tourist crowds. Then there's the Tyne de Conflans, a powerful waterfall that crashes between narrow cliffs, creating a natural amphitheater of sound and mist. Higher in the Alps, the Val Piora is a quiet valley dotted with sparkling lakes, while Lago di Seosio is often called one of the most beautiful alpine lakes in the country. Its deep blue waters surrounded by larches make it feel almost unreal, especially in autumn. And then there's the Bintel Valley, sometimes called the Valley of Hidden Treasures, famous for rare minerals and breathtaking scenery. Each of these places carries a special charm that tourists rarely experience. They may not appear on top 10 lists or glossy brochures, but together they form the soul of Switzerland. When you ask locals where to go, they often point you to places like these, quiet, authentic, and unforgettable. Listening to their advice is often the key to discovering Switzerland's true hidden gems.